Okay, on this video, we're going to show you how to prepare your design for laser cutting. Now, what you'll need to do first is you need to first check that everything is okay for laser cutting. So what we're going to do first is we're going to have a quick look at our model. So when we look at our model, we need to make sure that all we can see are lines around the areas that will be laser cut. So that looks good to me. I would expect all these lines to get laser cut where my mouse is going. They all look fine to me. So there's nothing there. There's no lines that should be there. Everything looks good. The next thing you need to do is you need to just quickly check the view and go to the front view and make sure that everything is the same height. So everything here I can see is the same height. There's nothing thicker. And you also need to make sure that there's nothing floating in the air. If things are floating in the air, they will not get picked up by the laser cutter. So what you need to do is make sure that everything is on 0. Like that. Okay, that looks fine to me. The next thing you need to do then is you need to make sure that you have got the work as close together as possible. Now to do this, you can just use the arrow keys and you can bring that up. Again, use arrow keys. Try and get things close together without touching. That means that we can then save our material. If you want to rotate things around, you can do. You can just rotate things to get the best fit, to try and save the most amount of material possible. So that looks good to me. That's nice and close. Go to move that a little bit closer. All the lines look good. Everything looks nice and clear, and everything is the same level. So what we have to do now is we have to save this file. So what we do is we just go to the top corner here and go to export. You click export and make sure that that is selected, everything in design. That's everything in that design will be exported. And what you need to do is you need to go to export this one here for laser cutting, and you click SVG. What happens then is that file will then download to your computer. So I can see that it's downloaded here. So what I need to do then is I then need to get that file and I need to transfer it onto Microsoft Teams. So I'm just going to now go into my downloads folder. So just bear with me 1 second and I'll share that on the screen. Okay, so let's just go here. Okay, so I can see that it's here. I can see it's there, ready to go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just simply going to go into my Teams, and in your Teams folder, you will have the same folder as this. So what you'll do is, let's just go into Teams. Let's go for year 7, for example. Let's go into this group. And what will happen is in the Files section, so at the top here, Files, you'll have a folder. So I'll create that folder now. Okay, so you have a folder that's the same as that called Laser Cut. You just click on it, and then what you to do is I just want you to click and then drag your work into that folder. That will then mean that we can get access to it so that we can then laser cut your work. And then just double check that it does say SVG.